Good morning, YouTubers. This is Wayne with Tractor Retirement Living. I'll do a little video this morning on this top hydraulic link. It's going to replace my top center link on my 3-point hitch on the back of my TYM 5520. I'm going to be doing a little box grading tomorrow, and I need to go ahead and install this because it's going to help me tilt my box back and forth when I'm wanting to dig or when I'm wanting to spread. So anyway, I just got it in. I bought it from Vevor. Buy a lot of things from Vevor. I'm gonna show y'all try to show y'all the Vevor. Y'all can see that. This Vevor box right here. Anyway, I'll put a link down in the bottom in the description on which one I got and all that, if anybody's interested in going checking them out. Anyway, I'm gonna get this thing put together here, and I'm gonna try to set the old camera up. I'm not great at this, but I'm getting better as I go. But I'm gonna set this camera up so y'all can kind of see what I'm doing here. I opened the box. It came packed real good. Here's my two hoses. I might add, it comes with the valves already on, the ag valves already on there. All you gotta do is tighten them up real good. I got a vise in my shop there. I'll go snug them down and tighten those because it's got the banjo washers on them. So anyway, I'll tighten them up before I put them on. And I also have the comes with the two hoses and comes with the dust covers, which is another good thing. And then I read through the instructions already. Not much to it. You just put the hoses on the thing. That's all it mounts to. But here's the unit. Y'all can see the unit here. Get out this bag. Get this bag out of my way. Get this box out of my way. The wind's wanting to blow a little bit this morning, but this is the unit. Y'all don't need to see me, y'all just need to see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna tilt that old camera down and so y'all can see what I'm doing here. All right, so this is the unit here, and it's a pretty stout unit. Weighs a little bit. Now, if y'all don't know how, this is the cylinder on this side. So I'm gonna turn this around so I can kind of explain to y'all how this unit works. This unit has two ports on it. One hose is gonna go here, and one hose is gonna go here. All right, the two hoses. They got these little nuts, these little caps labeled 2 and 7. I guess that's just for the instructions. But the cylinder comes out on this end right here. Y'all can see what I'm talking about. On this end over here is where the cylinder comes out. So depending on how you hook your hose up to your tractor will determine which way you throw your spring lever back and forth. If you want to run it on a spring lever, you can run it on a detent. Doesn't matter, however you want to run it. This port is going to put oil in right here. It's going to pump hydraulic oil right here, and they got a plunger on the end of that cylinder. It's going to push that cylinder out. Okay, so when I apply source flow to this port right here, it's going to push that cylinder out. Now, when I get it where I want it, I'll stop my flow, and it'll stay there. Okay? Now let's say I want to bring my cylinder back in. All I do, throw my lever the other way, and it diverts the oil to this port, which comes down this line to the front of this cylinder housing and fills this up with oil, and it'll push this cylinder back in, and at the same time that oil is flowing back up, going back into the circuit of the tractor. So I didn't touch on that in my last video, but hydraulic flow is like water in a radiator of a car. It circulates. All right. Another thing, it's kind of like for electricians out there. I got an electrical background myself. Everything's got a source, and that source has got to come back to where it came from to make the circuit. So if that explains anything, I put it in electrical terms. I put it in the mechanical terms as far as a flow on a radiator. You know, the water leaves the radiator. It comes. The water pump pumps it through the engine, warms the engine. Cools the engine down, and then it returns back to the radiator. It cools down again, and it circulates. So hydraulic systems work the same way. When you apply a source here, when you put that lever there, you're pumping oil here. It's sending that cylinder back, right? Okay, it don't go all the way through. It just sends, because it's got a plunger on it. It goes there, and it does what it needs to do and push that cylinder all the way back. Now, when you go the other way, and when it's pushing it back, that all that's been in here that pushed it that way, pushed it out, retracts and comes back up and goes back out the other hose. And this is vice versa. When you put your source through here, it pushes that cylinder, fills this up with oil, pushes that cylinder out this way. So that's kind of clear on how that works. Y'all got any questions, send a comment, then I can get a little more in depth with it. But anyway, that's basically how the cylinder is going to work. In return, it replaces the center link on my manual center link that I have on my tractor. So while I'm riding on my tractor, especially in a cab, and I decide I want to tilt my box a little more, I can do that with a lever from the cab instead of having to stop and unlock my locking nut on my center link and turn it by hand. So that's the beauty. And these aren't very much. You can get them anywhere from $200 up to $400, depending on what make and model you buy and what size you buy. So anyway, I'm gonna pause this camera and take these things out here, and I'll get back with y'all in a minute. And I realize I probably should have put those cylinders up. This one went that way a little bit, but I'm not gonna worry about it. And I'm gonna tell you, once you use these banjo washers, you can't take them off and reuse them. You got to get new ones. That one tightened up. This one still want to turn a little bit, but I don't want it to really turn. But it wants to, so it's pretty tight. So we're gonna call that a day on that. I'm gonna go ahead and get my camera set up, and I'll show you how we're gonna put it on the tractor. All right, y'all can see here. You're looking right below. There we go. Y'all can see how I'm gonna pull this pin, take this center link off, like so. And I'm gonna need that pin, and I'm gonna go set this center link over to the side, because I won't be using that tomorrow when I have to do that road. And I'm gonna hook up to the bottom, because this is the draft control on this particular tractor, is on the bottom. You gotta go in the bottom hole. I got 3 holes on this tractor that you can set up on. And on this tractor, you want your thing to set up on the bottom. Anyway, that's all there is to that. So I guess this hook right here is to hold that up right there. All right, so now I'm going to, I may adjust that hole tomorrow, but until I put the box on here, I'm not gonna do anything with it. I'm gonna hook this up to my spring valves right here, which are my 2 yellow valves. Y'all can see I'm taking them loose. Pull that coupling back, pull that cup out, and I'm gonna put that's what I'm gonna hook these hoses up to. I guess I'm gonna go with this one right here. Or maybe right there. That's gonna be a little bit of a problem right here, because it's gonna rub. You know, I should have put these, don't do like me. I should have put these on the other side, sticking out this way. But I'll get some more banjo washers, because once I loosen these up, they're not gonna seal. They're gonna have a little leak. So that's my mistake. So look at your orientation before you do yours. I didn't do that, but what I'll do, I'll get 2 more banjo washers later, and I'll take these off and have my hoses sticking out this way, because it's long hoses and they got plenty of room to come back. Because the only thing I'm worried about is getting this hose in here on this one, because it's real close to that corner right there. But it's gonna work for right now. Got that hose hooked up. Let's see if I can get this one in there. One of them may have pressure on it, and it could be this one. Nope, I don't think they do. All right, so both of them hoses are hooked up. Yeah, so this is what's gonna happen. And I may have to go to Tractor Supply tomorrow and get me some, because I don't like the way I got that spring pressure right here on that hose. I don't want to mess that hose or that cylinder up there. But I can at least crank it and show y'all how it's gonna work. And then I was gonna hook up my Fast Cat quick connect, quick hitch, 3-point quick hitch up today and show y'all that, but I really don't need to hook that up with this pressure right here, because I'll just have to unhook it tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and just show y'all how this works, and then we'll call that, to this video, we'll call that a wrap. So let me put it on that cylinder so y'all can see, and I'm gonna crank the tractor and open my back window and let y'all see how that's gonna work. I'm gonna check, see if we got any leaks. Don't look like we got any leaks. I don't know if y'all saw that well, but I'm gonna get around on this side. Maybe I can talk to y'all a little better. Get the camera on this side. Alright, so y'all can see, if I go that way with it, I can stop it, I can run it slow, I can run it fast, just whatever. whatever I need to do with it. Alright. When I pull back, it comes back the way I got my lever set up. Now if I wanted to go the other way, I'd swap my hoses around. But anyway, that's the flow. That's open wide. And she goes out as far as she'll go. And that's flow coming back. That's fast coming back. And that's it. That's a wrap. Alright guys, that's it. That's a wrap on that little demonstration. I hope that cleared things up for anybody that had questions about the center link, your top link, and how to put a hydraulic top link on and how to operate it and the principles behind it. So I'm gonna call it a day. So y'all, if y'all like this video, y'all go ahead and subscribe and like it and hit the little bell up there for notifications, and send comments if you want, and let me know what other kind of videos you want to see, because I got a lot of videos I want to do, and I'm just doing them as I go along with the work I'm doing on my tractor. But if there's anything, I mean, you're out there looking at tractors and you're not getting the right kind of information you want to get from the salesman and stuff, and or they don't explain things the way you can understand them. Hey, I get it. I was there. I knew how stuff worked. I just want to know the technical specs behind it, and which I couldn't get all the time from the different salesmen. So I had to do my own digging and all. But anyway, if I can save y'all some of that trouble, I'd be more than happy to. So write me a question in the comment, or just say hi. You know, I just want to know that I'm helping people out there, and I enjoy doing this. I enjoy my tractor. I enjoy tractor work. I enjoy working outdoors. So, like I said, if you like my video, hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, subscribe, hit that notification button, and tell me what you want to see, and I'll do my best to try to do it. So anyway, y'all have a great weekend. It's going into the weekend. Y'all have a great, safe weekend. Stay safe on them tractors. And if you're out there dealing, try to deal on a tractor, or try to buy you a tractor tomorrow. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later, and I'm gonna sign off now. Goodbye.